Hey guys, it's Joseo, and that last clip you just saw is going to be the last time you're going to see the SRT8 because I got a little something new. And first of all, I want to say thank you for all the support on the SRT8 build. I really appreciate it, even though I didn't really do a whole lot to it, but you guys supported so much on that car, and I never had more love on any of my cars I've ever owned in my life, but I appreciate it all. And I want to show you the new but the new bad investment. So here it is. My 2013 Chevy Camaro 2SS. I thought I was done with the American Muscle, but apparently not. Some of y'all saw a little sneak peek on my Snapchat story. My aunt's dog's barking, so please ignore that in the background. But some of you saw a sneak peek on my Instagram and on my Snapchat. I didn't really want to give away the car too much, but this is it. It has some exhaust work done to it, but I want to go louder because this is way too quiet. It's completely stock for the most part, but yeah. I already got the replacement on that, but it's crazy to think that I freaking got a Camaro, especially an SS. I didn't ever think I was gonna get one of these. But let me give you guys a little bit of a tour on the inside. We got the 2SS trim, so we got leather seats and everything. Hold on, ignore this. This was just me trying to figure out a mounting for my iPad, which I ended up getting it. But yeah, we got paddle shifters. It is an auto. I know it is an auto. I love it. I love it a lot. So never did I think I was going to be getting a Camaro. But I ended up getting one, as you can see. Got the nice leather interior on the inside. That's kind of what really leaned me towards it. Also with that Chevy engine, super reliable, LS3, can't complain. But it kind of made me really sad once I saw my Chrysler driving away, just because I went through so much with that car. Hands down, the most work I've ever done to any of the cars I owned. Just because of that car was literally wrecked when I bought it, and I got it. I put so much money into it right away that I got it driving within a month or 2 months when I first decided I was gonna start building the Chrysler. But it went to a new owner. I know the guy's gonna take care of it. He was super excited. I saw his face lighting up when he was driving it too. And it made me excited. Not made me excited, but it made me happy that I knew the car was gonna go to somebody else that was gonna enjoy it as much as I did. It sucked seeing it drive away, but now we have a newer car, and let's see what we can do with it. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of the outside. A couple things I've already ordered for the car. So obviously, you know me, I like white headlights and I like white lights and cars in general. I just feel like it looks more clean and more like newer. So me, literally first day I got it, I noticed that it had orange headlights, low beams, and fog lights, and I was like, I can't not do that. So I immediately ordered headlights, white lights all the way around. So went in, go ahead and solve that issue already, so they should be coming here in the next couple of days. The next thing I did order was white side markers as well, because I don't really like the orange and red side markers, so I got white ones all the way around the car. So I'm excited for that because I just love the way the white lights look. It just looks clean. You cannot disagree with that. White lights look clean. I mean, some people prefer the original lights, but for me, hands down, white lights is the way to go, especially on newer cars and muscle cars too. It just looks clean. And another thing I got as well was tint film to tint my taillights, because of I wanted to look all blacked out on the rear. The red taillight color, I mean, it looks alright, but I mean, I prefer black. And I'm pretty sure it's really easy to tint them because they're literally just little squares, and I don't think you can really mess up on that. But watch me mess up on it though. But going into the interior, it's clean, it's really well taken care of. I am actually the second owner of this car, so this is actually pretty cool as well. The previous owner actually serviced the car only at Chevy dealerships. It was like a Chevy and Hyundai dealership. I saw all the Carfax. So this car's been really well taken care of. I guess you can say a couple of things that it's a disadvantage of this car is that I don't have the 4 doors no more. But I already knew I was getting myself into by getting a coupe, especially a sports car V8. Those back seats are not really going to be really usable like that. But they're not even that small not even that small as I thought. But I love the car. I mean, I love the leather and everything, especially with the SS on the headrest, knowing that you have it on the steering wheel as well. There's a lot of things I love about this car. There's obviously a lot of things I still love about my Chrysler, but on to something new. I did a little bit of a sneak peek. Ooh, excuse me. Did a little bit of a sneak peek on my Instagram and my Snapchat, and I just couldn't wait to film this video because I was really looking forward to it. And I want to share the car with you because of I would like to keep you guys updated on what cars I have and everything. I understand I did say about the vlogs and car content during my vlogs, but I mean I can't help myself once if I get a new car, and it's not like I'm not gonna get things for it. I'm obviously not gonna go crazy on engine mods because now I do have a California registered car, so let's see how much I can actually get done in Cali before like I come up to my first smog, which is not going to be for a little while because of my car is already registered and everything. But I am definitely going to cut off the mufflers because I'm pretty sure I have some 40 series Flowmaster mufflers, but I'm not too sure. I know it's straight pipe from the cat's back all the way to these Flowmasters. I'm assuming they're Flowmasters because they look like Flowmasters and they sound like Flowmasters. I don't really like it because you can't really hear the aggressive tone of the actual 6.2 V8 this thing has. I feel like it's kind of like really muffled, and I don't really mess with it because it has like kind of like an echo. Like it doesn't sound right, and I know it's like it's getting held back, and I really want to make it louder. And knowing me, I like loud cars, and this is definitely the perfect car to make loud. I think any V8 you can't go wrong with it being straight piped. I feel like they all just sound nice. So let's go on to the exterior, and let me show you a couple of, like the things I'm gonna replace, and the wheels too. The wheels is something I want to show you guys too, because I still have mixed emotions how I feel about them. They're 22s. I didn't realize they were 22s until I actually looked at the tire size. I thought they were 20s the whole time because I didn't really think they looked that big on this car. But now that I think about it, they do look kind of big. But I kind of mess with the wheels. But I'll show you guys right now. So I'm not sure how much you're actually going to hear. But going on to the calipers, I am going to paint these red because they are super faded. You can see the Brembo logo right there. But they are super faded, and I really want to change that right away because of it just doesn't look nice. Another thing as well is fixing up this curb rash. These are the wheels that did come on the car. They're not too bad. They are a staggered setup, as you can see, with the concave on the rear and the flat on the front. That's one thing I guess I like about these wheels. I mean, they're cool. I have nothing against them, but I think I might want to change these to Chevy center caps because I just don't like that. But we are gonna fix this curb rash. Ace, please. Okay, now that I asked Ace for permission to film, now my little pug Taz is freaking barking. But these are the things that I already ordered for the side markers. Cause for the front and the rear, I ordered white lights all the way around, so this is not going to be orange and red no more. Those fog lights, bulbs are going to go as well because I don't mess with that. I hate the orange color. That's one thing I freaking love about this car right here, is that that's stock and that's OEM, and that just makes the car look beautiful. I freaking love that. So I had to have my mom put the dogs inside because I just couldn't talk over them. It was getting really annoying. But definitely gonna black out the emblems. These are just like the little first couple, like I think anybody would do when they first get their car. The first little bit of like teeny little mods you can do right away, because I like blacked out things, and the emblem is gonna get blacked out. Like I said, I love this little halo right here because it just looks mean. Definitely gonna change that to white. I already ordered the light bulbs. Same thing with the low beam headlights, and just a lot of little things are gonna get done. Going on to the rear, I'm definitely gonna black out that as well. Going on to the rear, we are gonna be blacking out this as well because I hate chrome. I just can't stand it. Same thing with tinting the taillights, like I said, on the inside. That emblem right there is gonna get blacked out as well. Just a couple of little things. And if you didn't hear the exhaust from before, it has a little bit of a tone to it, but nothing too crazy. And this is the first car I've ever had that's had a remote start, so I am super hyped about that, especially in the morning when I go to work. I can just press a couple buttons and it turns on, and it's already going to be warm by the time I get in there. But it does have a little bit of tone. As you can see under, it has some huge mufflers. I'm assuming those are Flowmasters, just because of, I mean, Flowmasters are usually the black mufflers, and those are just like, they're kind of easy to tell once you see them. I think they're like 40 series, so they're really like high pitch and everything. I don't like it. I want to hear that aggressive V8 sound, and I'm definitely going to change that up. Next week I'm probably going to go to the muffler shop and immediately get those cut off. But there's no resonators. It just goes back to those huge mufflers, as you can see how big they are. But there's just a lot of things I love about this car. One thing I definitely don't like about this car so far is the trunk. I mean, you think it's big because of it goes from left to right like that, but dog, like, you have the space in there, but like, what is this? But I guess that's what you get when you have a V8 coupe now. So I'll have to take these off right here to get these off to paint those. But just the little mods, the little things that are gonna be noticeable to my eyes. Let me know what you guys think about the wheels. They're kind of growing on me a little bit, but I feel like I can maybe do a little something different. Oh. And there's a lot of things I have like planned. I mean, anybody could say that they have things planned for this car, but I'm gonna do everything I can with my ability to be able to afford mods and stuff like that, and do what I can to keep it as legal as possible, especially in the state of California. Even though I know like it'll be very low chance for me to really get pulled over like that, but you just never know. I'd rather not take that chance. But cold air intakes, obviously the basics, and getting rid of that exhaust, because of I really want to hear the sound of this car. I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds nice with the way it is right now, but when you have a V8, you really want to hear it. Unless you're old and retired and don't want to hear the obnoxious muffler sounds. Me, I'm still young, so I definitely want to hear that V8. So another thing as well that I realized when I got the car, I didn't realize it at first, was, let me close this door, is that, that's just my tire pressure maintenance, so just ignore that. Is that, so when I first got the car, I was thinking like, oh, okay, just miles per hour, that's cool. And then when I got home, I realized it's in French. My whole cluster is in French. So I don't. Japanese for the yen that I'm handling. International hold, that's my handle. So my whole cluster is in French, and I got to the point to where I was Google translating everything so much that I know what all these mean now. I mean, I'm not saying I know French or anything like that, but I definitely know what these mean now. This is like my average speed. Until my gas runs out, and just I just had to figure it out, because of there was just a lot of things to like, I wanted to see what, like, more about the car. But long story short, I used Google Translate. At first I was thinking like, oh man, it might be Spanish or something, but then I started reading the words. I'm like, that's not Spanish. Because of, I mean, I know a little bit of Spanish, but like, if I read Spanish, I know it's Spanish. I think a lot of people can read when it's Spanish, but I was like, that's not Spanish. And then I was trying to type in the words, and it said, were you looking for French? And I clicked it, and sure enough, it's French. There's only 3 languages you can get on this car: English, Spanish, and French. And I don't know why in the hell it's on French, but it is. I'm still trying to figure that out. I was told that you need to have the stock radio for it, which clearly I don't. I have an aftermarket radio, so I think I'm kind of screwed on that. But since I already figured out what each of them mean, I don't think it's going to be a big problem. So it should be fine. I mean, I think I understand it all now, which is good. So this is before, all chromed out and everything. I'm redoing the emblem as well, so I'll be taping this off as well. So this is before, all chrome. Also, it's super windy here in California today. I'm not sure how good the audio is going to be, but a little bit of update for you guys. We ended up tinting the bezels, the Chevy emblems. I never got to the Camaro emblem because that's going to be a lot of taping off to do. And I did the front emblem as well. So we got all the emblems blacked out. I'm not sure how well the audio is going to be because of how windy it is. But we are going to get to the calipers. I'm not sure when, but I will be getting to the calipers and painting those red, like I said already. But I just got a notification that my tint for my the tint for my taillights is here. Jeez. Okay, hold on. All right, the tint for my taillights is here. So we just got the taillight tint. So we should be doing that right now as well, so we can get that all murdered out look. These wheels are starting to really grow on me. Every day I look at them, they look a lot more appealing than when I first saw them. I'm just thinking about changing the center caps because I don't like that little center cap logo for the Lexani. It's not really my favorite. I'm thinking about trying to get Chevy center caps to see if I can maybe fit that. It's just I don't know what the measurements are. So hopefully I can find a Chevy center cap to change that, because I actually kind of mess with these wheels. They're starting to grow on me just a little bit. So let's go ahead and add this tint onto the taillights, and yeah. Okay, so opening up the tint box here, we got our usual little squeegee type thing. What do you call this? A straight razor or blade or knife or whatever you want to call it, and the tint, of course. So I did get smoked out tint. I'm just gonna be tinting the taillights this time, no headlights, because if I learned my lesson from my 300, that tinting your headlights means you cannot see anything at night. I mean, I already kind of knew that going into it, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but it was pretty bad. So I don't recommend doing that at all. So you can see my professional paint job here. There's a couple of little edges here that I kind of messed up, but that was with the tape. But the only reason why I didn't take these out is because over here, you can see where I messed up on. I was trying to take them out and I accidentally cracked it a bit. So that's another mess up on my part. But once we put this on, I think it'll kind of make it less noticeable. So let's go ahead and put this on. I'm redoing a couple of things in this video all at once. I didn't think that all this stuff was going to come in at the same time, but I guess it did. And once again, I'm not a professional. This is all amateur hour with me on this tint. So this is before and this is after. Alright guys, I'm not sure once again how good the audio is going to be, but here's the after. I am very satisfied with the way this looks. If you know me, you already know I love blacked out taillights. It looks like there's nothing even there, like it's pitch black. But let me give you guys a little bit of a... They are there, indeed. You can still see them. Oh my, see, this is how windy it is right now here in Fresno. It's crazy. But I got it done. I should be getting all my LED lights within like literally the next 2 days. The tint just happened to come today after work, so I decided to just throw it on. Very satisfied with the way it came out, and now it's all pitched out black. The farther you stand back, the better it looks. The closer you get, you don't want to get close. Once again, I am amateur at doing this, so these are all my first times ever trying to do this. Oh my, this is crazy. Alright guys, so just got home from work and came home to three more packages. I'm pretty sure it's my headlights, fog lights, bulbs, and my side markers. So let's go ahead and open these up. Alright guys, so it's exactly what it should be. The side markers, my fog lights, and my headlights. These are all going to be white LEDs along with these as well. That's the whole reason why I got them, because I don't really mess with these red and the orange ones up there. So it's going to be replacement. This is probably the front or the back. I'm pretty sure this is the front because it doesn't really match up with either one. But this is going to be the replacement black, and it has white LED stripes throughout both sides. So let's go ahead and put these in. So this is the right side one. This one goes right here. And this is before, and this is after. Alright, so we got that first one in there. Passenger side is in. Let's go ahead and go to the driver's side. Alright, so we got the driver's side in as well. So now let's go ahead and get to the rears. And we have the rear in now. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how they look all the way around now. definitely way better and more noticeable. As you can see all the way around, now we have that bright white LED. Yep, definitely looks way better. Now let's go ahead and get rid of the orange fog lights. And it looks like I may already have some white headlights, so I think I may have maybe bought some extra. We'll find out right now, but let's go ahead and change those fog lights out. So we just got fog light bulb number 1 in, out with the old and with the new. But I guess I wasn't really paying attention to my headlight bulbs that much, and there is already white LED bulbs in there. So I guess I'll just have some extras just laying around just in case one of these goes out. But so I guess we're just be doing the fog lights just for the fronts. And that's not for me, don't worry. Alright guys, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I can't get over how good those side markers look. For some reason, these wheels are, like I've said for the 50th time already, these wheels are really starting to grow on me, and I'm starting to like them, but I just don't like those center caps. But let me know what you guys think. It's the new car. Really happy with this purchase. 2013 Camaro SS, guys. I'm real proud of myself, especially how far I've come with cars. And the Chrysler 300 would definitely be missed. I miss it every day so far, and I love that car to death. But it was time for something new. Just the little things that have already been done to this car, just to make it feel more like mine. Especially just with the little details that make a big difference for me. Next thing I'm definitely be doing is making it a little bit louder. It has pretty much a straight pipe all the way to these, I want to say 40 series Flowmasters, but that quiets it a little too much. These cars have dual cats, so there's 4 cats in total, but I think with getting rid of that muffler, those mufflers at the end, will even it out on the loudness and maybe equal to my Chrysler 300. But it's probably the next thing I'm going to be doing, is because I just don't like how quiet it is. Here's a little sound clip for it in case it's not too quiet, but it's not too loud. But I want it to be a little bit louder. Then it'll be considered fully straight piped, especially. But there is still gonna be cats. I'm not gonna take those off because of now I live in California, and that's gonna be a big no, especially for here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. We are so close to 400 subs, and this channel's slowly growing, and it makes me excited. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you guys think down below. Peace.
All these boys sitting right with me, but I feel so up now. They be counting too much of me, but